do us the honour of officially opening
Of
this?
course, it would be my absolute pleasure. I am now declaring everything in the world officially open. There we go.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. It's a real pleasure to be here. Safe in the knowledge that if I've got any problems with my pipes, it can all be dealt with. Plum Centre wants to support installers every step of the way, and it's able to do so by sharing knowledge through its branch staff, via its website, and through events such as this one. So as you may know, let me give you a bit of background. Plum Centre has more than 500 branches nationwide, and it's one of the UK's leading suppliers of plumbing and heating products. It's also a Green Deal provider that offers extensive assessment and installer training courses on renewable technologies, so that those installers that do want to make the move into renewables can do so. And we'll be talking more about that in a few moments. In the UK, as you may know, we have some of the oldest and most inefficient building stock in Europe. And as you know, old buildings use more energy than they need to, and therefore, quite simply, they cost more money to run. Energy reduction can play a big part in reducing bills and making programs like the Green Deal and the Renewable Heat Incentive a success. To do that though, we need you guys, we need the installers advising the British public on the front line, because you are the people that can influence the public to start investing in these energy improvements in their homes now. Britain has a real opportunity to lead the way here to build a genuinely low carbon economy. Of the 22 million households in England, 70% of those are owner-occupied. And that means millions of individual householders have to be convinced about the merits of energy efficiency. So is it a hard sell? Well, actually it shouldn't be. 80% of UK housing stock will still be standing in 2050. Energy improvements can increase the value of a home by an average of 14%. Up to 20% of the energy that we currently consume can be saved just by changing behaviour. So consumers are faced with rising energy bills, higher living costs, while the major suppliers are battling with spiralling international wholesale prices, and yet there seems to be some confusion about the range of incentives on offer and how they can actually help people. Well, Plum Centre's own research has revealed that only 28% of the public are interested in making energy efficient improvements to their home using Green Deal finance, with 23% only willing to do so once they've learned more about the scheme. So we're calling for government, we're calling for industry, we're calling for charities and local authorities to work together to produce a clear advertising campaign to ensure that consumers know what's out there, and also to ensure that they can take advantage of that. We need to shift the story and the focus on the need to reduce energy waste, which ultimately saves the consumer money. Energy bills have increased by over 90% compared to real wage increases of only 35%, according to data from the Department for Energy and Climate Change and the Office of National Statistics. So consumers are struggling to understand what the real benefits of investing in energy efficient products are, and we need to make it easier for them to assess the state of their home, to compare energy performance, and to do simple things like fitting thermostatic radio valves and correct heating controls that can save up to 23% of a home heating bill. And it isn't just about energy efficiency, we also need to focus on water use. 13% of the average home's total energy bill is now spent on water use. The Committee on Climate Change has warned of a major shortfall in water supply, putting UK food production at risk. So attempts to reduce our water use provide us with a variety of environmental, economic and social opportunities. Water usage has increased by 1% year on year since 1970, the year that the Beatles split up. No relation. We spent 2.3 billion on heating waters for showers, and 1.6 billion of our electricity bills is spent on powering our dishwashers and washing machines. The average household gets through 350 litres of water every day. Some work has already been done by the government to encourage greater conservation of water, measures including the introduction of water meters, working with the regulator and water companies to reduce leaks, and voluntary labelling schemes. Likewise, the water bill that's currently running through Parliament has a number of positive provisions relating to increased competition within the water sector, which should deliver improved service and lower costs for consumers. But we all need to work together to support the uptake of water-efficient products, including taps, shower appliances, toilets and heating appliances as well. So what can be done to improve efficiency without breaking the bank or evacuating the home? What are some of the practical steps that we can all take? Well, surprisingly, there are quite a few lower cost solutions which will generate savings in both costs and environmental impacts. These solutions allow the vast majority of us to make a contribution to our national targets. 40% of homes may be classified as hard to treat, but Plum Centre has assembled a collection of products which blend low investment costs with decent, achievable savings. Around 75% of all energy is consumed in heating and providing hot water. Most boiler replacements only happen at the point of failure. But the efficiency of mechanical devices reduces with age, so that we know that while the boiler may still be running, it may not be doing so at the most efficient rate. A modern A-rated appliance will achieve dramatically better results than an old appliance. Heating controls, room thermostats, thermostatic radio valves, cylinder thermostats and circulator pumps. All of these things can help, but only if the consumer is made aware of them and knows that these products can help save money. Integrating in existing new technologies is essential. We know that homeowners are reluctant to make a wholesale move to renewables, but it is possible to integrate them. Installing solar thermal to heat water, solar PV for electricity, or adding a biomass boiler to an existing heating system, for example. Lots of biomass boilers surround us, one particularly fine one behind you over there. I'm currently renovating a property and we've done our very best to make it as energy efficient as possible. We've put in rainwater harvesting, double insulation and ground source heat pumps, all designed to keep the running costs of our home low. And this was a house originally built in the 1800s. So if the UK is to benefit from this potential growth, we need to ensure that there's a fully trained workforce out there ready to deliver the goods. The aim is to retrofit 21 million homes by 2050. How is this going to happen? Well, there is no need to train a whole new workforce to deliver these technologies. With some additional training, the existing network of over 120,000 heating and electrical engineers can deliver the goods. We understand that installers need to recognise that there's a considerable market out there to be sure that an investment in training is the right thing to do. And we recognise that the training industry needs to get better at delivering training courses at times and in locations that suit the installer and not the training provider. But if the installers aren't trained to recommend and install more energy efficient products, homeowners are not going to buy them. So please talk to Plum Centre about support for installers and let's all communicate the benefits of energy efficient measures to households around the country. Thank you very much.